Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to yet another episode of Late Night Lucid Readings with me, Urmi. I'm Urmi Dasgupta and your channel for tonight. Thank you for joining me. I've seen that many of you are regulars with us right now and hope these readings are helping you. They're helping you sleep better. But nonetheless, for the ones who are joining in for the first time today, let me explain to you. Let me take a moment and let you know what these lucid readings actually are. Lucid readings are very interesting, right? So, many a times we search for answers in our cognitive space, things that we wonder about, but we don't always get the answers to. So, these lucid readings might help you get those exact answers because these are channel metaphysical guidances that call out straight to your subconscious space. I have a radical healing manual here with me. What I'm going to do is open to a random page and read out the guidance for you. So what happens is, depending upon the kind of people who are logging in and the energy of the group, the right kind of messages come through, and generally we hear that the readings resonate with most people who attend. But even if it does not, do not worry, just stay with those readings, because this has been my personal experience that many a times when I listen to a particular message or channel guidance, it might not resonate with me immediately. But later on down the lane, maybe about 7 to 10 days, or maybe about a month down the lane, when I'm going through a particular situation and I have a question in my head, I'm reminded of a particular channel guidance and it just clicks. So 2 plus 2 becomes 4 and the entire larger picture becomes clearer in front of me. So that's the beauty of the lucid reading. The lucid reading will click and resonate with you when you are ready for the answer, right? And this will definitely help you sleep better, because you will kind of go into a meditative space with me. You will close your eyes, you will lie down, or you will sit comfortably and listen to me, and that will kind of help you relax and drift into blissful sleep. And if not anything else, you will definitely be much more in sync with your body. You will be able to listen to your body a lot better. You will understand the bodily signals a lot better if you are regular with these lucid readings and channel messages at bedtime every day. Because when we are going to sleep, it's very important that we are feeding the right kind of messages to our subconscious mind, because as we all know, as we sleep, the information gets processed and channelized, and it gets stored in multiple folders within the subconscious mind. So if we go to sleep in a disturbed state of mind, a lot of negative associations might get stored within our body. But if you are listening to positive messages, if you're in a relaxed, thoughtful space of mind, then what happens is the right foldering happens in the subconscious space, and you are able to act and think a lot better. You're able to operate your day with a lot more clarity. You wake up fresher and you wake up a lot more rejuvenated. So that has been our personal experience. So stay with me and listen to me as I guide you through these readings. All you need to do, like I said, is close your eyes and sit or lie down in a comfortable position, right? Now we will begin the channel messages now. Breathe in deep. Breathe in deep through your nose and out through your mouth. With every inhalation, breathe in a lot of love, joy, positivity, faith, hope, abundance, prosperity, and everything that you want to come true in your life. All the positive and optimistic things. And with every out breath, when you breathe out through the mouth with your eyes closed, breathe out all the negative thoughts, stuck emotions, things that you're fighting with, you're grappling with, which is no longer serving you and keeping you in a repeated loop or repeating patterns in your life. Intend that you're ready to let go all of that right now and just be with me in a space of humble reception. So again, breathe in and breathe out. And intend your team of guardian angels and spirit guides to be with you, and connect to your higher consciousness, and intend that let the wisdom of your higher consciousness flow to you and through you via me as I act as a channel for you tonight and relay these readings out to you. So continue to be in this place of humble surrender and reception, and listen to me as I start this journey tonight. When you do not feel like obeying the authority and yet feel forced to comply with their direction and instructions, you may subconsciously sabotage their directive, orders, or intent, even if that goes against your interest. It is time to evaluate the merit in doing so. Make peace with the human authority figure. God, master, or your own authoritarian parent personality who is constantly bossing over your childlike personality. Find a way to achieve peace, harmony, constructive approach, and a win win solution for all concerned. Dealing with an authority figure could be a highly challenging experience, especially in one's childhood. When a child cannot rebel or does not want to comply out of fear, the child may opt for passive aggressive response patterns which serve no one in the long run. As a child grows up to become an adult, the pattern continues, and one might sabotage self interest in order to sabotage the will of the authority. The authority could be a mother, father, elder sibling, teacher figure, boss, someone who may not be in his or her body, or even God. The pattern of sabotaging the authority often turns out to be self sabotaging in nature eventually. Example, by not letting your career work for you because your parent figure forced you to opt for that career against your wish, or not letting your marriage work because your parents forced you to get married against your wish. Several times, the authority figures are no more present in your life, and still the child personality in you starts to sabotage the parent personality in you and create a no win situation which does not let you progress in life at all. How about rising beyond all of these games, conflicts, and frictions? Look at the possibility of re-establishing peace, harmony, and a win-win situation which works in the favor for all concerned. Now I am going to repeat the affirmation for this particular channel message 5 times. You can repeat after me, or you can just be in a place of humble surrender and listen to me as I read out the affirmations. I constructively respond to the authority figures in my life and opt for a win win situation. I constructively respond to the authority figures in my life and opt for a win win situation. I constructively respond to the authority figures in my life and opt for a win win situation. I constructively respond to the authority figures in my life and opt for a win win situation. I constructively respond to the authority figures in my life and opt for a win win situation. Do you feel a kind of habit or compulsion to act, do, or indulge in certain experiences or to do something? For example, watching TV, exercise, smoking, etc. It's time to liberate yourself from an addictive need to do something. Let your addiction not dictate you. How about exploring the fact that you are indeed stronger than your addictions? You can indeed dictate your addiction instead of the addiction letting the addiction dictate you. The addiction could be more than merely substance abuse, like cigarette or alcohol. There are several addictions which go unnoticed in our space. The commonest example could be an addiction on binging, watching TV, shopping, gossiping, sleeping, daydreaming, etc. Addictions are primarily because they fill up certain voids, and secondarily, there is a positive association with the things that you do. Several addictions creating substances are actually relaxing in nature, and some of them may give easy and effortless access to the metaphysical world. However, if one is resorting to the addiction merely out of escapism, the addiction may not work well at all, as what you resist tends to persist. You may eventually find yourself facing exactly what you tried to escape through your addictions. Seldom do you realize that an addiction actually binds and restricts you. It is time to let go of the addictions and do what you actually choose to do out of your cognitive volition. There might be a withdrawal phase, but do not worry. However, use your willpower and let go of your dependency on what you are addicted to. I dictate my addiction. 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 There are several reasons why you act difficult and severe towards yourself and others. There could be the cultural or social influence on your behavior. There could be personal discomfort manifesting in a severe attitude towards self and others to discipline or punish or to get the best out of them in the future. At times, you can forgive everyone and be kind and compassionate towards everyone, but it gets difficult to treat yourself with kindness and compassion. Ironically, isn't it? Look at the possibility of manifesting the desired outcome in a kind, compassionate, and gentle manner. We are humans, not devils. We are sensitive enough to kindness and loving compassion. If you can achieve the desired outcome in a loving and compassionate manner, why would you choose to use severe? Why would you choose to be severe towards yourself and others? You are the most deserving recipient of your kind and compassionate behavior. Do you believe that being severe is necessary for the growth and evolution in your own life? Do you believe that being severe on self is a way to reach closer to God? How about receiving God and divinity within you and everyone and be kinder than ever before? Forgive everyone, not because you cannot take revenge. Forgive yourself and everyone because you deserve to be at peace with yourself. The peace you achieve after taking revenge or being severe on others is only transient in nature and could hurt yours and others' feelings and jeopardize relationships. What goes around eventually comes back to you. The experience that you're giving to others has a potential to return to you through someone else, maybe not through the same person. Why get into this game to begin with? Might as well forgive with love and compassion so that you can be nice and still achieve desired results and objectives as per your divine life plan. I recognize my compassion for myself and others. 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 Of course, you would like to have a constant progress and resounding success throughout your life. But not always all aspects of your personality is geared to achieve progress and the path of success. You may have several unrecognized blocks in the form of beliefs, concerns, and fears. You may have an adverse association of growth and progress with success. As a result, even though you have been sincerely putting in all your efforts to progress well in life, a part of your personality could be constantly inhibiting you or perhaps manifesting obstacles on your way without you consciously realizing it. What you need to do is a shrewd way of handling the inner resistance. You need to make sure that you do not think of sabotaging others for your own success. Though they say everything is fair in love and war, there are far better, shrewd ways of progressing well in life than winning by ensuring others' defeat. That does not serve anybody in the long run. Think of it in an offbeat manner, and you will find creative ways to reach the desired objective and follow the course, even if the path seems to be a detour from your regular ways of operating. I progress beyond my perceived inner resistance in a smart way. I progress beyond my perceived inner resistance in a smart way. I progress beyond my perceived inner resistance in a smart way. I progress beyond my perceived inner resistance in a smart way. I progress beyond my perceived inner resistance in a smart way. Thank you, Charu. It is normal and natural to please, impress, and serve people who are close to you and relate to you. At times, there's an incessant desire to seek approval from them and impress them so that they value you and your role play in their lives. You seldom realize that by doing so, you set yourself up for the possibility of bearing a brunt of their disapproval and resultant unpleasantness. You may have taken on blame, criticism, financial drain, political manipulation, extra responsibility, workload, and even suffering. If you have observed your close relationship going through somewhat similar experiences of bearing a brunt in close relationships, or if you are anticipating bearing a brunt by being in a close or intimate relationship, you may curtail yourself from putting your best foot forward towards close and intimate relationships. And ultimately, those relationships suffer. However, what happened was the story of the past and your past experiences with others. Future could be a completely different story and really wonderful. You can always opt to assertively say no when you wish to, delegate what you need to delegate, and give your best by being a pure channel of resources rather than bearing the brunt like a martyr in an intimate relationship. Look at the possibility of putting your best foot forward to enjoy intimacy and intimate relationships by easing out the brunt and redistributing the load of unpleasantness. You know that you're stronger and much more capable of withstanding various pressures of life. The position you have chosen for yourself in your life could often subject you to bear the brunt without your conscious knowledge. This could be in the form of allegation, taking blames and accusations from others. This could be in the form of extra responsibilities as compared to other members within your family or your community. However, do you really need to bear the brunt in order to create a lasting impression on others? Is it really worth it over and over again? Are you being appreciated for all your efforts and endeavors? Or are you being taken for granted instead? What if you say a polite no? What will happen? What if you redistribute the load to all around you because all of us are in this game together? The more I delegate, the more lasting impressions I create on my close relationships. The more I delegate, the more lasting impressions I create on my close relationships. The more I delegate, the more lasting impressions I create on my close relationships. The more I delegate, the more lasting impressions I create on my close relationships. The more I delegate, the more lasting impressions I create on my close relationships. The more I delegate, the more lasting impressions I create on my close relationships. Do you have a tendency to get attached to an individual, people, place, situation, experience, or material object of any kind? Is that really helping you? What could you do to remain detached so that you easily move forward in a best possible manner? When you raise your consciousness, you will be able to accept the transience of all your experiences. If you experience with all that you're attached to, if your experience with all that you're attached to is complete in every moment of togetherness, you will be able to let go when the right time arrives without going through a lot of pain and suffering. On the contrary, when you feel attached to anything, you may operate out of a fear to lose that to make the best out of the moments of togetherness. You're always in a sense of fear of losing what you're attached to. So, the message for you is to cherish every moment of togetherness, in a detached manner. You may have a tendency to get attached to people, situations, experiences, or material comforts. Your attribute could be perceived as an insecure or clingy behavior by the other party and may result in a kind of resistance towards you and often a subtle protest from friends and relatives, and occasional rejection or even social isolation and abandonment, which worsens the situation and tends to repeat that cycle. You could be compromising a lot because of your tendency to get attached. Probably you have gone through early losses, example for loss of a loved one, loss of a family, house, loss of family fortune, or your favorite object or pet. For a young mind, the kind of loss could be extremely unsettling, leading to deep insecurities about the possibility of future bereavement and life's uncertainties. Address your insecurities. Life will go on. Losses simply make the way for something much better. Do not fill up your vacuum created by the past losses with sorrow, grief, or insecurities. If you have already done that, it is never too late. Work with these emotions and let them be replaced by much more refined emotions and higher understanding about the magnificence of life. It is safe for me to remain detached under all circumstances. It is safe for me to remain detached under all circumstances. It is safe for me to remain detached under all circumstances. It is safe for me to remain detached under all circumstances. It is safe for me to remain detached under all circumstances. Now continue to remain in this comfortable position. Intend and invite your higher masters and guardian angels to help you assimilate these readings so that it kind of percolates to every cell of your body. It spreads all over your body, mind, and spirit, and you are able to understand the deeper meaning of these readings. You're able to resonate with them, embrace them in your life, and implement them when the time is right. You can continue to sleep with your eyes closed, or if you're still awake, you can gently open your eyes and be with me. So, this was the last reading for tonight. Thank you so much for being with me. We do this every weeknight from Monday to Friday. And if you subscribe to the Connect with through Facebook page, YouTube channel, or Instagram account, you will get to hear, you will find the link in our bios and you can log in, you can set your reminders, and at 10 p.m. every day, you will be reminded to log in when we go live. Do not forget to click on the bell icon so that whenever we post a live session or a video, you're immediately notified and you do not miss out on the various meditations or the channel guidance that we keep posting. And we also have a Align to Hope free WhatsApp group where you can join all of us, where like-minded people all gather together, right? And every day, every morning, we post various motivational messages, affirmations, and guided meditations that can help you start every day on a very, very positive and optimistic note. So do reach out to us if you're interested, and we will add you to that group. And thank you once again for joining me. The next session will be on Monday, 10 p.m. sharp. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you're notified and continue to be with us in this journey. Please keep sharing your feedback, observe your sleep patterns. Let us know whether these readings are helping you, how differently you're feeling. Are you feeling more energized throughout the day? Are you getting better sleep? And let us know if there is any feedback that you would like us to incorporate, and we'll certainly, give it a thought and incorporate it so that it benefits all of you over the longer run. Thank you so much, and good night. Stay blessed and have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye. Thank you, Bhavya. Thank you, Charu.